of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Ife West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about the topic, the difference between uh, fortune telling and divination, as in oracle tarot divination. This is a topic that people often confuse in the area of African spirituality. They often confuse the role of oracle or divination. A lot of people think that fortune telling is the same thing with oracle divination or divination in general. Today, I would like to clarify that for the purpose of understanding in this channel today, and I'll be talking about various forms of divination as well and why it is very important and necessary in this day and age. So, by all means, please, before we start, let's do our customary libation. So, please bring out your whiskey, your wine, your bupen, your ogogoro, your akmeteshi, your brukutu, any of those things that you have, things that you like to drink, please bring them out. Let's call some names quickly, and let's just go with the flow. If nothing else, just wet your lips and enjoy the show. So, if you have cognac, you have lemonade, whiskey, brandy, vodka, Sprite, soft drink, water, any of those things. Today is going to be interesting as usual. And I always want this section to be a kind of relaxed section. When people are relaxed, they normally understand things better. And they get clarity onto issues. So I want it to be like a laid back section, and we can just discuss. If you have useful inputs, you can chip in and stuff like that. So please, by all means, if you are there with me, they say where two or three are gathered in the name of the ancestors, they are always there, present. So let's get on with the show. So first of all, I'll be calling upon the one and only first among equals, the primus inter pares, Baba Legba, aka Baroski, aka Legbara, aka Kwensu, aka Jehuti, Tehuti, Eshu. I give you your drink today. I thank you for the great works you have been doing in the life of humanity, for empowering humanity, for moving humanity forward. I give you your drink this day. I ask that your spirit come upon this section and bring greater clarity to this issue, open the inner eyes, the hearts of as many people that will watch this video, give them understanding, understanding of the topics, and give them clarity on the things that needs to be done. And I pray that you give us the impetus to always make the right decisions in any crossroad that we find ourselves in this life and in the next. I call upon Oshun, great mother of divinity, mother of love, mother of prosperity, procreation, sensuality. I give you a drink this day. Our ancient mothers of primordial mothers of creation, I give you your drink this day. Thank you for the great works you are doing in shaping humanity, in bettering humanity, in bringing life, creativity, inspiration, and productivity to all the things that we are doing. I give you this drink this day. Great mothers of creation, Holokun, I give you your drink. Heteru, I give you your drink this day. Oya, I give you your drink. Aset, I give you your drink. I thank you for the great works that you have been doing. I ask that you continue to guide us, continue to shape humanity in your image, and continue to empower us more and more people to speak the truth and to stand for the truth this day. It's I call upon Apu, aka Anubis, aka the one that sits at the halls of the double truth of the dwarfs. I give you your drink this day. I ask that you come out of that place of the black temple, of the and shine your lights, kindle your flame, your black fire of illumination, of transformation, of enlightenment upon your children upon this earth. Awaken your children to prosper, awaken your children to see the truth of life. And we ask that you free them from the shackles of mental slavery, of religious bondage, of financial um, capacitation. Empower us to succeed this day. Give us the ability to manage our time and our resources effectively. I call upon segments. I ask for wisdom and transformation, for economic transformation, economic empowerment. I call upon a rule. I ask for the spirit of boldness, the spirit of a sound mind, the spirit of time consciousness, the ancient God of time. I call upon Konsu, the God of truth. I ask that you give us the spirit of truth to be able to speak truth to power, to be able to speak truth. That's all. We shall not be in a situation whereby we have to find ourselves lying for a living, find ourselves keeping quiet when we're supposed to speak out against injustice, against violence. Let us not be in that position whereby we have to keep our mouth shut so that we can have food to eat. Deliver us from any kind of bondage, any kind of disempowerment this day. We give you your drink this day. We call upon our great mothers and fathers of creation. We give you your drink this day. Great spirit of our African land, African consciousness. We are giving you your drink this day. I call upon spirits of the air, spirits of the water, spirits of the land, fire, ether, and elemental spirits of eternity above and below, infernal legions, celestial legions. I give you your drink this day. I ask for the expansion of consciousness upon this planet, expansion of consciousness and enlightenment upon the future generations. And I ask for that spirit of love, of unity, of a maternal bands to continue to kindle that fire of love in us this day, to let us be able to fulfill our destiny upon this life. I call upon the Ologbushere, aka Basset, the Black Panther, that represent the undying, intermutable, indestructible spirit of the melanated African consciousness. I ask for that power that continue to animate and inspire us, inspire our children to do great works, for as many of them that we partake in this libation, that have opened their ears to listen to the voice of the elders. Give them that power, give them that wisdom that they need to do the things that needs to be done. I call upon Ogun, Shangu, Orumila, Amadioa, Obatala. I ask for wisdom upon the children. I also remember the great ancestors that have done great things that are worthy of emulation. People like Marcus Garvey, Ashe, Malcolm X, Ashe, Muhammad Ali, Ashe, Martin Luther King, Ashe, Bob Marley, Ashe, Michael Jackson, Ashe, Inoko Rashidi, Ashe, Theophilus Ubenga, Ashe, Thomas Sankara, Ashe, Nelson Mandela, Ashe, General Rawlings, Ashe, Dr. John Eric Clark, Ashe, uh, William Chancellor, Ashe, Sister Francis, Ashe, Harriet Tubman, Ashe, and great people, Bob Marley, Ashe, Lucky Dube, Ashe, Fela, Nicola Kokuti, Ashe. We give you this ring today and many much more that are had there. We ask that your spirit continue to come into this physical reality to point the way forward for the emancipation and freedom and liberation of continents. People that died during the Arab slave trade, transatlantic slave trade, Middle Passage, people that are still in captivity, in detentions, in various prisons, locked up for discrimination and racism. We give them this ring today. People that died in Native American continents, Australia continent, Canada, South Africa, Angola, Mozambique, Malawi, Congo, Niger, Nigeria, Cameroon, Liberia, Kenya, and all over the world. We give this drink today. We ask that your blood continue to cry out for justice, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. We ask for freedom, we ask for prosperity, we ask for love, we ask for unity, and we say this mighty prayer in the name of all our gods and goddesses and staff for truth, justice, and righteousness, in the name of Amera, in the name of Ogene, in the name of Olodumare, in the name of Ekwensu, in the name of Amadioa, in the name of Egbesu, In the name of every deity that stands for truth, balance, and transformation, and righteousness and justice, is Siagwari is done. So I thank you very much for joining me today. It's very, very wonderful to always hang out with the brethren. Okay, this that's how it's supposed to be. So today I'll be talking about the difference between fortune telling and divination. This is something that is often confused in African spirituality. When you see different people that call themselves Dibias, native doctors, Babalawus, and Sangoma, spiritualists, all kind of names. So what is the difference between these two things? When we say divination, the meaning of divination and the original purpose of divination, as it's supposed to be, is the practice of using spiritual means or these tools or the science or the knowledge of metaphysics to descend solutions that we have in life. In other words, it is the practice of seeking knowledge of future or certain situations or events by what people will describe as supernatural means. This is because the ways of knowing these kind of solutions is not open to everybody. I will not want to say supernatural means, so I would like to say the secrets. Okay, we call these things a secret because if everybody knows it, it will not be a secret, and there will not be a rule for this kind of thing of divination. Why do people do divination? Why do people divine? The essence of divining is to find solutions to answers that you cannot get by yourself, or you need outside help, or the help of a specialist, or a consultant, or somebody that is much more knowledgeable. This is the role of divining. For instance, let's say I want to build a house. I know nothing about building a house. Okay, so how do I go about this? I need to talk to people that have that knowledge. Okay, I need to go to somebody like a builder. Okay, somebody that have experience. Maybe we should say an architect or somebody that is in that field, to talk to them that I want to do so project. Can you help me bring this to reality? Of course, they will ask me questions. So, what kind of house do you want to build? I will say it's a 3-bedroom. I will say it's a duplex, a skyscraper, and then they will tell me that this and this is which costs you. Okay, then if I am up to it, I will pay them for the service. Or I will say, okay, I don't want to build it now, but I want you to draw me a plan for so house, or I want to get an estimate. I need a quotation, and then we get you. Then whatever you need to do, you settle it. Then you have idea of how to do that. The essence of this is to make you do things efficiently and effectively. In a real world situation, you will call it consultation, meaning we need to consult a builder or uh, architect to build a house. Okay, same thing in medicine too. Same thing in law. If I want to check if something I'm doing is in line with the law, I will consult a lawyer. You have to pay consultation fee. Okay, anything that involves specialty that you don't have that knowledge of, you have to bring in people that have that knowledge. We call it consulting people that are involved with that field. It is very, very normal. Okay, in the world of spirituality, spiritualists also play this role. When it comes to the world of spirituality, we're talking about uh, things that you can't see with the invisible eyes. Okay, we're talking about invisible particles of nature. When you talk about things that you cannot explain to the carnal mind, there are people that are experts in this field. For instance, let me give you some examples of these intangible qualities. And something like love, anger, hate, sadness, wickedness, pride, misery, sorrow, pain. All these are things that you cannot see with the naked eye, you cannot feel, you cannot touch. They are intangible. So we say these are spiritual qualities, okay? But they affect us humans because humans are made up of physical and spiritual, okay? So these things that there are people that are experts in this field of these things that affect human beings. They affect human emotions, your state of mind, your mentality, your physiology, and everything about you. They are very powerful, but they are not tangible. You can't touch them, but you can feel them. You know they are there. They control us. The essence of us living is to balance the physical aspect and the spiritual aspect of life. Okay. So based on this, there are people that are well vested in this kind of intangible attributes of nature, that know how to manage it, know how to contain it, know how to be able to use them effectively to bring people to the kind of state of mind that is needed for them to function properly. So we see these people uh, in the area of African spirituality. These people are that know how to manage this aspect of invisible aspect of life. They are under the classification of the diviners or the babalawos. The word babalawo simply means father of secrets. Okay, it has a bad connotation in Nigeria. Where you say somebody is a babalawo, it means that person is a bad person. Is diabolical or is fetish. Actually, it's a good word. It simply means father of secrets, meaning that person knows so many secrets. Is now a father of them. Okay, so we have this word babalawo, native doctor, sangoma. All of them are people that are skilled. So the role of these people, apart from studying about herbs or taking that aspect of venerating the gods, or observing the laws of nature, and keeping those laws, making sure everything run well, making sure human relation and the other aspects of nature, the mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, water kingdom, all these other kingdoms are balanced. They also take care of the spiritual aspect of the human nature, the psychic, the mental aspect. So when people have emotional problems, they go to the babalawo or the native doctor to consult. So in other words, the native doctor or the babalawo also plays the role of a psychologist, a shrink. In modern science or Western medicine, we also practice this. They call those people psychologists, psychoanalysts, people that work with issues of the mind. Okay, these are people whereby you have emotional issues or you're dealing with some issues that they know it will affect you, work issues that will affect your mind. They will tell you go and see psychologists so that you will talk to them. They have to treat you. These people, they normally treat you by speaking to you, by trying to discuss the issues that you have difficulty discussing. They will discuss it with you. They will make you relax, have you to sit in a straight chair. Then they ask you questions. They want you to deal with those emotions, bring them up to the forefront. Then they will tell you how to work with them, how to confront those emotions so that the thing will not be giving you issue. So the role that psychologists play is sort of a spiritualist role, because the psychologist deals with things that are intangible, that affects the human psychic. Okay, the only thing that the psychologist does not do is that does not consult spirits or deities. They just try to use the mind power to make the person heal or make the person understand certain issues and make them move on. This is what psychologists do. So the role of the modern medicine that kind of work closely or relatedly to the issue of divination is the psychologists. Okay, but the psychologists, they are not as deep as the babalawos. Okay, so in the ancient time, in African societies, what you will see is that we have a native doctor or a sangoma or a dibia. In every community they have like two. Some of them are prominent, some of them are just minor ones, but they also play the role of psychologists. When people have issues, any kind of issues, they go to meet these people. It can be issues of the mind, issues of love, of anger, of sorrow, of debts, of They need to talk to somebody. They need to find a way to bring peace or balance to their state of mind. The best person they need to talk to is the Babalawo, the spiritualists, because the spiritualists can be able to help them. Part of their role is to help humanity to solve these problems. So what do? They go for a consultation. Quite naturally, they go for consultation. Consultation involves you, might be involve you talking about the problem. Then the spirituality say, okay, this problem, this is the way it is. This is the best way we can go about solving this problem. We need to do some things. You need to do some things. You need to get your mind right. We need to do some spell to solve this problem. So this is the role of consultation. People also go there to say, I've been suffering for so many years. I don't have money, and for poverty issues too. Psychologists or the spiritualists will look at the problems. Okay, this is look at the person, try to discover their talents, and encourage them or push them to focus on the talent or the things that will bring more benefits to them in their life, or the things that matters to them. This is the role, part of the role of psychologists or spiritualists. There can also be a case of somebody that is looking for love. Say, I've been very, very unlucky in love. Can also go to the spiritualist. We check to see what is the problem. Why is this person unlucky? It can be due to the person's own character. Maybe they don't take care of themselves well enough. They are not that attractive to other people, or they have a certain thing that is holding them back. They just sometimes they believe that they cannot be able to meet the right partner. Just their own mindsets. Some people have inferiority complex. Some people, there are some men that even cannot talk to a woman. They are afraid. They have conditioned themselves that no beautiful woman will ever accept them or like them. All these are issues people have created. So the psychologists or the spiritualists will look into these issues and try to find a way to find solution for this person to overcome those problems. All this falls under consultations. Okay? Sometimes people want to make big decisions, major decisions, as in traveling to a new place, as in starting a project, as in doing something. You need somebody to talk to. It is not a bad thing to confide in somebody about plans on how to make it work out for you. Okay? It doesn't always mean that you have to go to a spiritualist. You can talk to a friend, talk to somebody that have more experience with you. When you do all these things, you are in the role of consulting somebody to get more insights. It's the same thing as divination. The only reason is that maybe you are not paying for it, or you are not actually saying, okay, I'm going to a native doctor house to ask for solution. But people do this every day. People consult people every day to formulate decisions on how to move forward, on how to do certain things in life. Okay, all this falls under the category of consultations. Consultations is very important in life because we don't know everything. One person cannot know it all. Even in a king's palace, he has consultants. In ancient time, you see the native doctor will be there. You see his council of chiefs. When there's a problem, he will ask them, how is the best way to solve this problem? People will talk. You will see they have wise men. They call them sages. He will have one or two sages that he will be talking to. They will advise him on the best way to go about solving this problem. We still have those people today. In a modern day democracy, we have people we call special advisors. In Nigeria, it's very common. You have essays, special advisor to the governor on this matter, on youth, on diaspora, on projects, on entertainment. So many special advisors. Why do the governor or the president have many special advisors? Because these are consultants that are supposed to give him the best analysis of the situation concerning that topic, so that he can be able to treat it very well, to make sure that he solve that problem or tackle it very well. These are consultations. It is part of life. Why do they do this? Because he cannot know it all. Nobody knows it all. Okay, you need input from other people. You need other people to help you, experts, to give you insight, to tell you this is the best way. Okay, so it is not a bad thing when you go for advice for topics that you have no knowledge about. So going to a dibia to ask, to consult, to do oracle, it is not a bad thing. Some people look at it like evil thing. When they say somebody go native doctor ask, they will say this person is a bad person. because he go native doctor has go do consultation. It is not a bad person, okay? In fact, it is one of the best thing to do. When you have like 3 people that advise you on issues, you can really go wrong in life. It's not enough to have just one person. If you have a problem, try to have 3 good people or more than. You get the opinion of this person, you hear the opinion of this person, you hear what the 3 different people have to say, then you will make up your minds about the best way to go about the issue. Okay, this is how people live their life. So the role of the spiritualist or the babalao is also to do divination, to help people to go to make right decisions in life. Okay, this is the primary role of divination that the Dibia have to do for the community. Nowadays, in medical field, it is a psychologist or the counselor. If it's a university, they will have a university counselor. The counselor is usually a psychologist. When a student have problems or even teachers have problems that have to do with anything mental health, which is part of spirituality, they go to the counselor, they speak to the counselor, I have so and so problem. It can be boyfriend issue, it can be teenage pregnancy, it can be any kind of issue. You talk to the person, then the person will give you the best advice to solve that problem. All those falls under consultations. It is not a bad thing, it is not an evil thing. Even in Christianity, there are some people that go to their pastor, they cannot do anything without their pastor. They are also consulting 24 hours. Okay? So you do your consultation based on what you believe in. If you believe in Christianity, your pastor will be your consultants or your oracle person. If you are in African spirituality, of course, your Dibia or your Babalao will be one of your major consultants. If you don't believe in anything, you are an atheist, then the hospital psychologists will be your primary consultants relating to your health issues too. This is how life is, okay? So consultation is very, very important and needed because nobody knows it all. Anything you want to do in life, you must consult people that are experts in that field. Same thing in spirituality. When you come to the role of spirituality, you want to do certain spells, or if you have certain problems that they cannot solve clinically, your pastor cannot solve that problem, your psychologist at the hospital cannot solve that problem, you can try African spirituality. We can also try to solve the problem from the Afrocentric perspective, and most times it always works well for us because here we are down to earth. We are not into those bureaucracy, and we try to go straight to the source of the problem by going straight to the spiritual angle. And how do we do this? We do this by using tools that that have been tried and tested. We have different kind of oracle tools that are used. For instance, this is a kola nut I am holding here. This is African kola nut. Okay, we have the native kola nut. We have the Hausa kola nut. This is the native one. We have 3-part kola. We have 4-part kola, and we use this for divination. Okay, this can be used to answer yes or no questions. Can be used to even tell stories. There's a way we use it by speaking to the ancestors and asking for directions. And you ask the questions, is this going to work? Yes or no, you get the answer. You do it 3-4 times, so you get the same result, you get the same answer. It's a divination tool. People also use sand for divination. People use cowrie shells for divination. People use bones for divination. People use coconut shaft for divination. And people also use your good old tarot card for divination. Okay, now we use all these tools. I use quite a few of them, and but I normally use these tarot cards. Why I use this for good reasons is that these ones have pictures that are drawn in. And by the way, this is an African stuff from ancient Egypt. It's not European. So don't let European people deceive you to steal this one, that this is their stuff. It is not their shit. This is pure African stuff. Okay, so I use it. So when people come to me for consultation, distance consultation, I use this because of the pictures. The pictures explain, give more details to what is going on. I can easily be able to explain this is going on in this situation for you. But if I use this one, kola nut, I cannot explain the kola nut for you. You will not understand it. Only me will understand it. Okay, I will say a tree face up, it means say it go go well. Tree face down, it means say it not go walk. I'll find it that it is a little bit kind of explanation to people. They will not really understand this, but most people are visual. When they see things with their minds, they get it more understanding. When they see pictures, I can just explain what is going on in the picture for them, and they can just form that mental image quickly. So I like to use this one. So we use consultations to find out solutions to problems about different issues in life. Can be issues about love, prosperity, hardship, or good news. So this is necessary. What is the difference between fortune telling? Fortune telling is when people try to tell you that you don't need to do anything in life and you just need to relax. All your problems will be solved. You are going to be a rich man. You're going to be this. You are going to be that. And it's all about making you feel good. So that, of course, money is the issue. They can get money from you. Stuff like that. Fortune telling and divination is not the same thing. Although the fortune tellers will say they use the same tools, they will also bring out a lot of them will use tarot cards. So people will go to meet fortune tellers to say, I want to know what I will be in the future. For me, that is rubbish. That is just purely for entertainment. Okay? When you go to say, who knows what you're going to be in the future? You will only know what you will be in the future if you work towards it. Very well. I believe in hard work. Okay? I believe in common sense. When somebody comes to me for consultation and asks me those questions, I don't tell them those things. I only tell them, you have a certain problem. Let's look into the problem. Is there something bothering you? How can we solve that problem? But say for me to tell you that you are going to be a millionaire or you're going to win the lottery, no, that is rubbish. What that does is that it makes the person to have a certain kind of laziness in them, because the fortune teller tells me that I will be rich. I don't need to work again. I don't need to struggle in life. I will just need to sit down, make my bed, and live my life anyhow. Then the money will just fall from the sky. This mentality is used to deceive many people. Okay, it is not it is a lie for you to believe that you will get something for nothing. Life is a give and take. You have to involve yourself in doing things that will bring productivity, bring awareness to you. So people that tell you that you are going to be, you open card and you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be an actor, a famous person, a musician, they just want to collect your money at that point in time to make you feel good. That is rubbish. A lot of people, sadly, this is this kind of news they want to hear. If you tell them that no, life is difficult, you need to really work hard at what you need in life. You need to take certain precautions to protect your life. You need to stop drinking, reduce smoking, reduce your expenditure. They will not be happy with you. They want you to just tell them something to make them feel good. Okay, this is what most people want. And the fortune tellers, of course, they're going to make you feel good. They need the money. And they need you to keep coming back. If you're telling people the truth all the time, you're going to have very few friends. I have come to realize this the hard way. Okay, when you tell people the truth about life, so come, life is not like this, so life not be like that. So, you need to also, you need to take things seriously. You need to wake up in the night. You need to work on your marriage. You need to work on yourself, work on your character, work on your attitude. You need to work on all these things. Most people don't want to do the work. When people come to me, they want to learn African spirituality. They're expecting that I will just do one spell, then the knowledge will just fly into their heads like that. Then they just become an expert overnight. I say, it doesn't work like that. You need to read. You need to study. You need to practice. They get angry. What is the point? They don't want to work, but they want to get something. It's like somebody want to eat, but they don't want to work. Okay? You don't want to cook, but you want shop. Is it possible? Just imagine somebody that is wanting to be an athlete. You want to be a very good runner. You don't know that you need to be waking up every morning training to improve yourself. This is the same thing in spirituality. The same thing in life. You will have competitors everywhere. You want to be good in life, you need to add value to the life of people. This is the way that we bring prosperity to your life quickly. Not somebody using cards to tell you that you will be a rich man in 5 years, or you're going to be a famous person, you don't need to work. That will not make sense. That is rubbish. Okay? I don't do that. And anybody that does that is just wanting to take money from you. They do this a lot in Christianity. Go to any Pentecostal church in Nigeria. What are they preaching? Prosperity. If you give God money, God will bless you. If you pay your tithe, you give God money, He will rebuke the devourer for your sake. You will have everything. Your business will be working well. As far as you give God money, the more money you give to God, the more blessing. This is a kind of fortune-telling thing they do in the churches today. God needs bribe. God needs people to build house for Him. God cannot talk. God needs your money. It is still the same fortune-telling thing. Prosperity gospel. It is wrong. It is a crime. Okay? If you come to African spirituality and somebody is promising you all that story, and they're not telling you to work on yourself or to focus on giving value to your business, that person is just wasting your time. He's just deceiving you. When they tell you that if you do this ritual, you're going to be a multimillionaire overnight. If you do this ritual, you're going to be big. You're going to have money everywhere. You're going to have it. No. It doesn't work like that, your bros. Okay? It need to work like that for you. So, fortune telling is just a ruse. If you check Africa in the ancient time, we have so many of these fake oracles. When the white people were coming in to come and do slave trade, the king will run to the oracle. The oracle will not say the truth. He say, "Don't worry, nobody can come into this kingdom. Nobody can touch us. Nobody." But what will happen? Instead of the oracle be telling them, "Come, we need to get more modern weapons. We need to fortify ourselves. We need to get more army. We need to protect our borders." The oracle, as a person of wisdom, we need to advise practical solutions to solve the problem. The oracle will be telling them that I'm going to do a powerful spell. Nobody can pass here. Nobody can do this. We don't need to fortify. Who told you don't need all those things? You need all those things. Okay, even if you're going to do spiritual work for protection, you still need to do physical work of making sure that you meet the physical aspect of solving that problem before you focus on the spiritual side. Okay, not that spirituality cannot solve the problem. It will solve the problem, but you don't need to 100% put your mind there that because I have one jazz that can protect me from gunshots, then I will go and be standing in front of bullets where they are shooting. I'll be going there, or where I see somebody holding a gun, I'll go and be looking for their trouble. This is wrong. Okay, you have to also use common sense to apply to life. Many people have mistaken divination for fortune telling. They will go to the DBA place or go to a native doctor place, and anything the native doctor tells them, they will just believe it hook, line, and sinker. This is not supposed to be so. Even if somebody tell you that you are going to be wealthy, you are going to get that thing in life, you still need to work towards it. You still need to put the mechanism in place. Most times when people come to me for prosperity spell, I ask them, you need to also get a job too. Not that you will do spell and you will sit at home. You say you're looking for a relationship thing, you day house. You need to put yourself hard there after we do this spell for you. If you are looking for love, you need to get on dating sites. If you don't know a dating site, you need to be going to parties. You need to go to where you will actually meet people. This is how you had your work to the spell. So they say chance favors the prepared mind. So you must also work towards it on your own path. So when you're doing your part, the spirit world is also doing their part. Everything will go well. Okay? So common sense is very, very important. That when you come to do oracle reading, it doesn't mean that all your problems will be solved. It is just exposition of the problems. Sometimes you can even be the problem. You may not know. All these are what the spiritualist is supposed to look at. All angles to make sure that every angle is covered. First of all, you need to solve the problem of yourself first. If you are not in love with yourself, you cannot find love in other people. If you don't have confidence in yourself, how can you get confidence? Want people to get confidence in you? Before you look at things that you say, I want to do this, I want this to work for me, I want that to work for me. What are you doing? What have you done on your own part to improve the situation? When you see that the person have actually done nothing, and this person have come and they are looking for a magic bullet to solve the problem, only one or two things can happen. It's either we leave them to chance, 50-50, you get it or you lose it, because you are not actually doing anything on your part to bring that manifestation to reality. You're just relaxing. You're giving the spirits harder work to do. So when you do this, that kind of thing, the kind of person come, you you need to improve on your situation in this regard. Right now, things are not working in your favor, and you are not really in a position of making this work in your favor because you are part of the contributing factor. Most people will not understand this. They will say, no, I want a magic bullet, this and that and that. And most times, these people, kind of people, they end up enslaved. They want the spirit to be their slave. You want a deity to be your slave that you can just relax and call at your beck and call. You end up becoming a slave to the deity or a slave to somebody else. This kind of mentality have helped to enslave so many Africans in the time past. Who told you that you don't have to work to protect your land? You don't have to work to protect what you value. You don't have to work to protect your family. We keep working till we die. Anything that have value to you, you must protect it. And you must keep on learning. You must keep on studying to improve your skill, improve your situation. This is how life works, okay? So you come to this life to do things, not just to, before you relax, do the work. You must improve. You must move forward. The role of the spiritualist is to help you in this regard, is to help you make the right decisions that will put you in a position to bring the needed desire, the solutions that you need. We put you in that place that will bring the good things that you are looking for. Simply a consultation, and should be treated as such. Okay. So the role of the consultants is very, very important. The divination is very, very important. When you do divining, it's advisable. At least try 3 different people to take the advice from them. Don't listen to only one person. One person tell you that everything is okay, you're going to be a millionaire within the end of the year. Do this. Still ask, find and look at yourself if you have the capacity. There are some people that do job of $500 a month, meaning for the whole year, you are just worth $6,000. Then somebody is telling you that you're going to be a billionaire within the end of the year. How is it going to happen? Except you win the lottery. And that is 1 in a billion chance of you being a millionaire. So you have to be rational in some certain things that people will have to tell you. Okay? If you come to a person like me, I will tell you that, okay, the possibility is that you have to open yourself to that opportunity. Maybe if you register your own company, you start working on contracts or improving yourself, you start creating a name and credibility, maybe within the shortest possible time, you can be a millionaire. Okay? You can have a rich uncle, or you can know somebody big in society that can be able to direct some of those funds towards your way. We can be able to make that happen. But if you don't place yourself in that situation whereby it will be very difficult for you to be a millionaire, especially with a job that ties you down for the rest of your life to a certain amount of money. You can't do anything else except the money you have is only from that job. So how do we make you a millionaire in African spirituality? That it will be easy for a camel to pass through the eyes of a needle. So we have to be realistic with this. Divination should be seen as consultations to get advice on the best way possible to solve a situation. Okay, not for somebody to say, oh, the future is that everything is going to be perfect with you. If you have a perfect life, life will be very boring. Trust me, life is never perfect for anybody. This life, everybody have problems. So the way we tackle these problems is what makes our life seems perfect to people. Some people tackle it with well-researched evidence, as in they have specialized knowledge from people that were able to advise them very well on how to go about it. Based on this, they take advantage of those kind of knowledge. So when you have the right people that are skilled in certain aspect of life working with you, advising you, it makes you go further in life than other people. Okay, so instead of you to just to rely on divination alone, you can also try to be doing some work by yourself. Okay, seek to improve yourself, seek to also want to empower yourself, also want to expand your ideas, expand your capacity by building your capacity, learning new skills. This involves you going to courses, learning something new. Okay, might help you improve that capacity. In my area, we tell you that try to go more into your African spirituality, try to know more about it. There's a lot of things in African spirituality that can help you. It will increase your capacity, increase your power, your wisdom, your knowledge base, your self-confidence. There's nothing to lose from studying African spirituality. There's nothing really to lose, but everything to gain. All these things are things that will help you in life to practice, to know how to do the divination thing and the original role and purpose of divination. Okay, consulting the oracle. Okay, oracle is simply uh, wisdom and knowledge. Okay, asking for the access to that wisdom, tapping into the akashic records of the past, present, and future. This is what we do when we do the consultation. We try to tap in to get results of a particular situation and find out the way we can be able to push it in a direction that will favor us by changing or improving or touching one or two things, making some recommended adjustments, recalibrations. Very simple thing to do. Okay, and the person will end up in the right destination that it's supposed to be. So it's not a kind of thing to say, okay, just leave the plane flying, you're going to arrive there on its own. You will end up in disaster if you have this kind of mentality. If somebody is pushing you on autopilot, you're going to end up in disaster, and it has happened a lot. So you must be conscious of this. So despite the fact that you have this knowledge, you still have to be alert on the wheel, steering the plane to where it's going. Until the plane gets to where it's going, you cannot rest, you cannot sleep. Okay, this is the way you have to see these kind of things. So for people like us in the spiritual field that are doing these things, you need to try to be telling people the truth of exactly how it works. Okay, please be telling people the truth. It will help a lot instead of just telling people everything will be fine, all your problems will be fine if you do one or two rituals. They need to know that they also have to do some things by themselves too to make the rituals manifest effectively. So please be telling them the truth, but this will hurt your bottom line. This position have hurt my bottom line a lot of times. When you tell people like this, they run away. They go to other people that will tell them to feel good about themselves, and they give them money, and they give the money. As far as I pay this money, my life will be okay. Say yes, your life will be okay. You pay this money, and they pay this money, and their life is still the way it is, and then they end up where they are. This is how it is done. So oracle divination should be seen as consultations, experts' opinions. Okay, when you do the consultation, you check the situation. If the spell is going to be followed up, then you do the spell. Okay, sometimes spells are not needed. Just by talking to the person alone, we solve that problem. It's not everything that they keep foul for. Okay, talking to somebody, telling them, giving them the information that they need orally, we solve many problems for the life of a person by telling them the truth. Come, you need to face reality. This needs to go this way. This needs to go this way. This is what you did wrong. This is where you need to start from. It will solve the problem than telling the person that you have to go and bring a goat and they have to sacrifice the goat at the dead of the night. All these kinds of things join. So most people will believe that as far as I buy that goat, my problem will be solved. They will buy the goat. As far as they don't work on themselves, the problem will not be solved. Okay, so this is another matter that is happening in the area of divination, fortune telling. So as a spiritualist, we should be able to discern between fortune telling and divination. Divination is a very big issue. It's also a very big business too. Okay, and it's a very serious issue. So you need to know what is expected of it and how to go about it and how you should do it. Okay, so this is just some of the things I want to talk about today on this topic. I hope that I've been able to bring some clarity, understanding on the issue. Questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, close the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release them. Then if you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it. I have a 6 months master class that will teach you all these things you need to know. Okay, you need to know about the act of divination. You need to know about history, how to do spells, different type of spells, and to empower yourself, and how to make contact with your African deities. I do all these things. And if you also want to do your oracle consultation, I still do it as well. Okay, it's part of African spirituality. We need to do it. Okay, people have spiritual problems. We must be able to solve it for them. This is why we are here. This is the African way. If you try the Western way, it didn't work. You try the religious way, it didn't work. You try your own way, it didn't work. Then maybe you should try another way. You keep trying until you get answer. Try African spirituality. Maybe it will work. Maybe not. You have nothing to lose from trying it. Try it, get the experience, and learn something new. Okay, so try this. Most times African people, it works for African people. This is our stuff. It is designed for us. So if it worked for me, I don't see why it will not work for you. It is what is working for me that's worked for a lot of people. Okay, I can testify to that. So try it and be on your way to improving and empowering your life. Okay, so this is what I have to say today. Questions and comments are welcome. Then if you have not gotten my book yet, Whispers of Our Mente, Pathways to Ascension, this book, there are powerful spells in it that will connect you to your African deities. For people that want to connect to the Kemetic deities, you want to connect with your African ascended ancestors, this is the best manual that you can get. In it, I have been able to lay out a powerful rituals that you can use to open your hearts, your mind, to bring those spirits into your consciousness, and to make you do the things that needs to be done. The spirits here, they are not your enemies. They are our African collective ancestors. Okay, they are part of us. They are part of nature. Spirits of prosperity, transformation, death, and rebirth. Everybody will die one day, so don't keep running from the fear of death. Deities of death is here. Deity of prosperity is here. Deity of destruction is here. You need to know about all these deities, how they work, and how to live in harmony with them, so that your life can be balanced. You need to balance the scales of your life. So this book will help you in that regard. Okay, things you are running away from, things Christianity tell you to run away from, those are the things that will help you. You need to come face to face with reality. You need to be down to earth, and you need to get over it and you move on. So the book is waiting for you. The gateway is waiting for you. This is a gateway to the spirit world. Don't be afraid of it. Open the pages and cross over. Start doing the things. It's just $100, by the way. It's not a free book. Then if you want to increase your capacity, walk in the shadow of the gods, over 200 spells a year. Spells for health, all kind of illnesses, for love, for prosperity. 200 spells, just $100. You have this capacity. Nobody can take this knowledge from you. This is the book you will read, so you will pass to your children. Your children will read it. They will expand on it. They will pass to their children. It is a scroll. Think of it as a scroll, a time capsule of knowledge about herbs, about different ways African people do things. So it's something must-have book. Okay, must have. If you don't have this in your cupboard or your bookshelf is not complete without this book. In fact, the three of them, your bookshelf is not complete. If you want to know about the origin of quantum physics from African perspective, what is quantum physics, how is the benefit of this subject, what can it do for us, the applications, how can I fully understand this subject as a son, daughter of Africa, you need to know about quantum physics, you need to know about your African spirituality, the scientific principles inherent in it. This book will open your eyes, will connect you to that divine knowledge. It is the first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. So if you want to know about quantum physics from an Afrocentric perspective, this is the book you need to have. The simplest written book on this subject. All the other Western books, they make it complicated for us to understand it. But if you want to understand it in the African way, this is the manual you need, okay? It's just $50. The three of them is $300. So please get your copy, grab your books, and If you want to buy your herbs, your ointments, your soaps, your meditation beads, a lot of stuff, thunderstone, black stone, miracle stone, magic stone, everything. I have a lot of arsenal of spiritual items here. You can contact me. Apart from that, I thank you very much for those people who have been supporting me. I am very, very grateful. I am very, very delighted. I'm forever grateful. Because of you, African spirituality is expanding. African spirituality is growing. And people are waking up. Knowledge is coming out and people are becoming empowered. Lives are being transformed. It's because of your joining forces with me, empowering me to change the life of other people. So I thank you very much. Your contributions are not wasted. They are not squandered. They are not used to do nonsense things. They are not used to go and shut down club or to waste. I don't waste my money. I don't waste people's money. I push everything into the work. So things are moving forward. Everything is going fine. And we are always grateful and thankful to the ancestors. So I thank you very much for your support, and we'll continue to grow stronger. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.